Okay, this is what's going on with my feet this morning. This was from a couple of days ago, so that's just staying on there. It's dry. I had something coming on the side of this, so I've patched it up. I had 2 little bubbles here, which I've patched up. I really wish I'd got some leukotape, but oh well. And this thing is holding on by a thread, but it's a compede. Once I've got my socks on, it should be alright. And this is just a little aid to help it stay on at the top. Luckily I've got some Injinji toe socks, so that might help. The only problem is it was raining really hard yesterday, and the state of my shoes could very well not be ideal. They could be really wet, which could ruin all of my work, my artistic work here. We'll find out. On a more beautiful note than my feet, this is my view this morning. The water is so still. It's not meant to rain today, which is great. Breakfast, cold porridge with a view. Look at that. As you probably guess, I didn't stay at the Bothy last night. I pushed on a little bit further because it was I just wasn't feeling it. So I went a few miles extra, camped by the loch. Okay, I just stopped at Blind Gas? Why am I so bad at pronouncing things? Farm. Just to do some laundry because it was really stinking, and this way, yeah, do some laundry, get a drink, dried out all my stuff because it was raining yesterday, and you know, every teensy weensy bit of weight counts. So I dried out my tent. Sleeping bag had a bit of like condensation-y kind of dampness to it, so I did that as well. But I have been midged. Don't know if you can see around my neck. I can't tell if you can see because of the sunlight. And along my head. Can you see those as well? I don't know. There's a big line of them anyway. I've been midged to death. They got me this morning. So I have to be quicker with getting my head net on than I was last night. I was too preoccupied with putting my tent up. I did put my waterproof trousers on though, just to stop them getting my legs. That means that they went for my face and my neck. They are merciless. So yeah, feeling fresh, smelling fine. Saw a girl this morning. We were chatting just for 5 minutes, and she looked on her arm and she had a tick on her. So I had to help her pick a tick off, and I was like, oh god, ticks. So I'm glad that I'm wearing my long sleeve stuff. And I'm wearing my leggings as well. I've only been 2.5 miles today so far to get here, and it's about 11:30. So I'm hoping to go at least, I don't know, 12, another 12, we'll see how it goes. That is where I'm headed. This is where I've been. The views are amazing. They're just magnificent. The trail's it's just a gravel road at the moment. It has been a bit hairy in some places, but it's lovely. Needed it with this heat. My gosh, it's so much more of a beautiful day today. The weather was minging yesterday and the trail was, whew, it was challenging to say the least. I passed two girls yesterday, pretty young. I would say they could have been under 20, but I'm not sure. They honestly looked like they were gonna cry. They were like, how much longer does this go on for? And I was like, beats me, babe. No idea. But yeah, it's funny when you get a bit of hiking experience behind you and you realise the things that you can't control just doesn't really matter. So you can either sulk and go super slow and hope that it's over at any moment and be disappointed when it's not, or you can just kind of be like, whatever. But of course there are days where you just cannot help your mood because you're just on one. Oh, and I also ran into a bloke called John, whose trail name's Johnny Walker, and he said that he was walking the 80. Hang on. He said that he'd just started the 80 this year. He was Nobo, and he said he got to Hot Springs, and yeah, and then he had to come off because of the coronavirus and everything. I felt so bad for him because, you know, I think we all know how long it takes to plan if you're doing like such a long through hike, and you get your flights over and you're like raring to go and you've been looking forward to it for so long, and then for something so bizarre to happen and take you off the trail. So he was out here hiking. He said he was on his 15th day. This trail doesn't take that long at all. It's like 6 days, 7, depending on, you know, how slow you want to do it. So he's just been hiking since before this trail. I think he's missing hiking, and I felt so bad for him, but I think he's going to get back out again next year. So that was interesting. He was like, no one else I've met before on the, you know, in Scotland knows what the Appalachian Trail is. And I was like, I do. I nearly died on it. And I hope to go back and finish the second half one day. But yeah, that was really cool. Okay, well, I just came across two very confused people up this hill a little bit, and then I got down here and realised why they were confused, because they were like, where's the trail? There was a bridge here, but it looks like the bridge is no longer here and we're just gonna have to go down and cross it over there. So wish me luck. Okay, I'm across. That was fairly easy. Just went across down there. I've got sticks, so they haven't, bless them. Bless their little hearts for not having hiking poles. So now they're gonna take off their shoes, wade through and put them back on. I'm out in the open today, which is a nice change because it was all in the woods yesterday. But it's very sunny, so I'm glad I've got my UV top on. People are tubing or something down here. might be back in the woods for a bit of undercover hiking. Back out again. Feeling a bit allergic today. Probably tell by the bags under my eyes. But I'm alright. Legs are not as great as they have been the past 2 days. I think I might do a bit of a shorter one today, though I feel like I say that every day. But yeah, I have to mean it today, I think, because I'm not sure how much further my legs are gonna physically carry me. Though sometimes they just have a mind of their own and they keep going. We shall see. I think this might be abandoned. The beautiful creek. Just walk past these old sheds. They look like they had livestock in them at one point. Such a gorgeous little cottage though. Shame if no one does live in it. I feel a bit weird filming just in case they are in there thinking, what are you up to? But it doesn't really look like anyone would live here. Oh. It's like the scene of a tragedy and something awful's happened and it's abandoned. I don't know, it's bizarre. Dude, that looks painful. It just headbutted her udders to get the milk out. That was brutal. Respect, mama sheep. They're everywhere. They're not very happy to see me though. Little look about as hot as I feel. Bless them. Oh. Oh. Scoozy. Scoozy. Oh dear. I'm going to play chicken with this one over here. God. I don't like them when they've got horns. I don't want to get butted. Oh, bless you. Nothing, not entertaining. I've finally stopped for my pint. I got a pale ale. I'm in this little town that almost feels like a trail town on the OT. It's making me so nostalgic doing this hike, it really is.